Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Brian Dozier, one of the league's top power hitters, looks to gain ground in the home run race. Next. Julio Urias, a Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Digging in now, Aaron Hicks. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now. Now a curveball misses inside. Just getting started at the Rogers Center. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Mitch Moreland.
Striding forward now is the DH, Mitch Moreland. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Nope. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
The 1-2. And this will be fouled away. Here's another 1-2. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Three balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first, but not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
And a dive, but he's back. And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. Diaz stands at second with 2 gone. Now a spin and another throw back to second. Runner back safely. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. The pause and the 0-2 pitch outside. The throw not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off the second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
Men on third with 2 down. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in his last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Colton Wong.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Springer has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, man, I think everyone should keep an eye on Colton Wong. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Into the box now, Willie Adames. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Willie Adames becomes out number 2 this inning.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Here's big Aaron Judge. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning.
Leading off for Boston, the first base.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Alvarez.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Alvarez, a 32-year-old veteran. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the draft of 2019.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Alvarez stands at second with no outs. Count even now at 1-1. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Happ looks up. Gone! A 2-run home run for Brian McCann, number 14 on the season, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Batting 7.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder.
Markakis.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes into play here at 273. 5 homers and 31 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. well above the letters with the fastball that time. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So striding forward now, Marcus Semien, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's set. Here it comes. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Wong for 1. Relay to Encarnacion, and they turn the double play.
That is up. The left fielder, number 5.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you could definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Here's George Springer. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ball 1.
That's inside.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. And that's the 3rd out. So the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. It's now 2-0 Boston. Next to bat for Toronto, Chris Davis. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. No balls and 1 strike. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand. All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. At first base, Pedro Alvarez, former number 2 overall pick out of Vanderbilt University. Not known for his glove, big time power though. That's why he finds himself in the lineup.
Down the first baseline. Here's the pitch. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. 2 out, nobody on. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down. Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks will match up with Julio Urias to lead off the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
1-1 the count now. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Now batting, Mitch Moreland. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Line down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. Realmuto corrals it, and the throw to first ends the inning.
Welcome back as the Blue Jays look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. One major factor in their struggles has been the strikeout. Entering the day, they have more strikeouts than any other team in the league, leading a member of the coaching staff to tell me, without a doubt, it's something we have to rectify. Strikeouts happen, but sometimes it feels like we're losing focus and just flailing up there, and that can't happen. That's something for us to keep an eye on with this club, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Not the best of sinkers that time. Ball high. And right into the shift. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
So he sets him down swinging. Stephen Piscotty becomes out number 2 this inning. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Count is 1-2 now. Popped up. Alvarez is there. And that ends the inning. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Dozier waiting on the 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 1-2. Swing and a line drive, but foul. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
In now is Pedro Alvarez. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. Davis on the move, but this will land untouched. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Now batting.
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher Brian McCann.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That's by him for strike 1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Popped him up. Real Muto has a play, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Colton Wong will stand in. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here comes the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Springer has a read on it. Makes the play, one away. So one away here with the bases empty. And up next will be Willie Adames. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's the first pitch to him. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Tanaka gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Alvarez is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 2-0. Digging in, Nick Markakis. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
The right fielder, Nick.
First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Marcus Semien. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Standing in now, George Springer. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay, and he is in there.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Markakis, the runner at third. Springer over at second. Hicks at first, one gone. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. To Encarnacion, who's got it, and that retires the side. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And that's in there for strike one. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was a 9th-round pick back in the draft of 2019.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Standing in, Miguel Andujar, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. The chance here for Dozier at second. And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks them offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for route number 2. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Encarnacion.
No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Caleb Smith takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 34.
At the plate, Mitch Moreland. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Again, another foul ball. And he fouls this one off. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Pedro Alvarez. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Goodness. 0-2 now.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
And it's 1-2.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent today.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning. You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Fouled away. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
The second
ready for another shot now. Colton Wong. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And a high strike to begin the at bat. It's 0-1. Tanaka gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. That's lifted the other way out to left. Springer has a read on it, and that retires the side. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
And that is swung on and missed as McCann is retired for the first out. One man is out in the Red Sox 7th. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. Andujar's got it. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Marcus Semien. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop. Fouled off. The 1-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Digging in, George Springer. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First offering on its way. Simeon's off and running. Strike taken to throw. Not in time as he steals second.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Simeon at second with 2 down. Now a look and a throw back to second. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And he'll turn and throw back to second again. And he'll dive back in safely. Now the 0-1. Runner's on his way to third. He swings and misses. Throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's not an easy thing to do, steal third base, especially off a catcher like this that has a good throwing arm.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Into right field. That's a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Two and 1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. A runner on first with 2 away. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. On the move again from first. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no error. So coming to the plate, Willie Adames. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A chance here for Dozier at second, and that's the first down. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving the...
Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. See you later. Over the wall. Home run. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. Number 36 on the year for him. And the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets him going.
Here's Chris Davis now. As Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Chris Martin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. In now, Yandy Diaz. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Wong onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
For the Red Sox.
Next will be the designated hitter, Mitch Moreland. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And now a pitch on the way. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Here's Brian Dozier now. And even though we discussed his power hitting prowess earlier in the broadcast, we haven't gotten to see it on display so far in this one.
But every time this guy steps in the box, he's 1 swing away. If he misses over the heart of the plate, I promise you this ball's leaving.
Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
But that finds its way through for a base hit. The throw into second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Spin and a throw back to second. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Into the box, Pedro Alvarez, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. Pickoff move to second, and he'll dive back in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that Striding in, JT Realmuto. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Dozier, and there's one away. Digging in once again, Edwin Encarnacion. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a fastball's in there for strike one. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Blue. Richard Blyer enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
A ball and a strike to Brian McCann.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So striding in, Nick Markakis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Striding in for Boston, Marcus Semien. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Here comes another 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Into the box now, George Springer. Seared down the first baseline. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Pitch inside, the throw, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll get back in safely. Now a spin and another throw back to second. And the runner back. Simeon stands at second with 2 gone. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
One of the keys to stealing a base is to get a great jump, and he got a great jump there, even though this catcher has a strong throwing arm.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And it's fouled away. Another full count offering on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Happ ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
The third baseman, number 2.
At the plate, Yandy Diaz. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Wong has it on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Red Sox strike for a run on the RBI. Now at the plate, Ian Happ. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nelson.
Low with the splitter, ball 1. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. 1 out, nobody on. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Ready once again, Willie Adames. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Boston took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Masahiro Tanaka earns his 25th win to lead the league and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt.